Okay, I made so many videos in the past saying the same thing. Like, Kazuya is very dumb. He keeps making the same mistake like an idiot. And the show isn't that bad. These are the stuff I'd say. I would always shit talk on Kazuya. And then at the end, I would always be like, yeah, but this show is pretty good. One Punch Man, Berserk, and Rent a Girlfriend are the only mangas I'm following right now. So I can't lie to myself anymore. Rent a Girlfriend is pretty good. And I said that before. However, the main character is someone that usually everyone hates on, and someone I used to hate on, but now I like Kazuya now. Kazuya was handed everything on a silver platter. Once his heart was broken by Mami, he found his soulmate, which is Mizuhara, and I'm jealous of Kazuya, which is why I hated him at first. I'm kinda at a similar age as Kazuya. In real life, like, my parents are worried that I don't talk to girls, and they think I'll end up being alone, never married. Well, they're right, I don't talk to girls. Like, man, I got a full-time job and school. I also got hobbies that I want to improve myself in. So as a cliche saying, I'm just trying to focus on myself. But even those people that focus on themselves fully, even better than me, it's that urge once you reach that age of finding someone that's right for you, worrying that you'll never find a wife. Who doesn't think about that? Now that dating apps are like the norm, I always tell myself I'm never gonna use this shit. It's like social media. Everyone is scared of commitment. Nobody wants to take the time, energy, and effort to put in the work to build the relationship. And once they see like the other person's annoying things, their flaws, after putting in the time and effort, once they get annoyed just a little bit, they'll find someone better on the dating app, and then they'll like jump the fence. It's really a slow game, like putting the time, effort of a girl that you want to be with. Kazuya's case, picked a rental girlfriend while he was down bad. After when Mami broke his heart, he just went online, found Mizuhara. Turns out they went to the same school. Turns out they live in the same apartment. And next thing you know, after a couple episodes of knowing them, they're kind of like soulmates. Like Mizuhara, Kazuya's like the perfect guy for Mizuhara, based on Mizuhara's like past of how his grandpa was like. She needs to date a dumbass. Why I respect Kazuya now is because even though he gets really annoying in like this anime and manga, and he keeps making the same mistakes, I can't help but laugh. Like it's some parts is really funny. One thing I appreciate is like, even though he makes these mistakes over and over, he just reminds us simps what not to do. He overthinks every little detail of a social interaction with Mizuhara or any girl. I remember one time I was reading a manga chapter of Rent a Girlfriend. It was Kazuya, Mizuhara, and this little girl. They were in a mall buying a TV. They were trying to buy a TV. They were walking around. The manga barely showed some IRL dialogues. It wasn't that much. Like 90% of this 20-page manga chapter was about Kazuya's thoughts about how Mizuhara will never leave her by her side. And also he talks about all the history together. It was literally of Kazuya's thoughts, this entire chapter. And after reading it, of course I hated it. I was like, God damn, what a waste of time. But I do this too when hanging with a girl. Yesterday, I was hanging with my friend going to a haunted house. Of course, he brought some girls, and I was kind of mad about that because it was like a change of plans. I thought it was a boys' night, and the girls he brought, oh my god. I was quiet. I was a quiet guy, and he knew that. But the thing was, I wasn't overthinking stuff because I know the type of person. If I become friends and make acquaintance, then I'm gonna start being like Kazuya and make my own inner dialogue chapter, or I might just write it down in my journal, like when Kazuya was just rambling on in his thoughts from manga chapter. So yeah, I hated that chapter, but the reason why I can't stop this show is because I just want them to end up together. I mean, spoiler alert, Mizuhara and Kazuya kiss. So Mizuhara and Kazuya, just please do it. Just get to the point. 95% of the time, Kazuya fumbling the bag can get ridiculous, and I'm jealous of how incredibly lucky Kazuya is to have someone like Mizuhara. Mizuhara works out. She's athletic, charming. What does Kazuya have besides having a good heart? There's tons of guys in this world who are still alone with good hearts. Kazuya's friend Kibe obviously is jealous, and it's kind of cool how Kibe could like openly say he's jealous. I can't to my friend. I have school friends right now that have girlfriends, and because they're in a relationship now, it's harder to make plans with them nowadays. I mean, like, even though they usually make the plans and not me, and like I would always be down because they're my friends. But since they have girlfriends, I'm getting more distance away from them because they're just planning plans with their girlfriend. And now I'm having second thoughts of them being my friends in the first place. The best thing to keep reminding yourself is to stop watching anime, romance anime particularly, and transfer that lust, jealous energy into something like a hobby, like playing music, working out, riding a bike. Do something that you'll feel accomplished and you'll be happy in a day. Because this thought of having a girlfriend, having a boyfriend, it's never going away. But don't be like Kazuya. He's a loser, but sometimes losers get incredibly lucky. He won the lottery. He did taught us a great thing, which is not to be him. That's one of the big things I learned from this manga. And yes, we will see more mistakes. Hopefully the author wraps it up. And the more mistakes he makes, more lessons we learn from him. And I respect it. Okay, that was Kazuya. I used to hate him, but now I like him.